below. A man wearing an England football shirt was detained by police after confrontation. Officers then pushed the crowd to detain several people, dragging them out of there.
In the box.
Is it Islington or no, stand up to racism? What does that mean? Refugees welcome. Stop the far right. You know what? I don't agree with that statement there. Do you? Because that does not mean you're far right. Because you're saying you want your children to be safe from people coming into this country and not having background checks. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying people can't come in if they're legal immigrants, but illegal, obviously. I hope these people that have got these little banners up, are sitting there waiting a year to have an operation, days to go and see hours to go and see an A&E, and then they'll be the first to be crying about it. Why do I have to wait to see in 8 hours? Why have I got a year to wait to this? You know what I mean? It's crazy. Who keeps unmuting you? Who?
Make a mud just so it stops.
So I just feel, that it's ridiculous, I don't, it's nothing to do with racism. Why do people keep saying racism? To me, there's nothing. Oh, that's my delivery. You better come with me, Kate.
Run, and she's going to walk back to his van. He's already put the phone back in his van. Faster.
Who is it? I can't see. Oh, yeah. Hello.
Mr. Davis?
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Bye. I got it. I got my phone. Yeah, as I was saying, I think that's really unfair to say that, to call people far right, because you're saying people are coming in here without background checks. Do you know what I mean? And listen, I'm all for legal immigrants and people, do you know what I mean, that generally, are fleeing, and I fleeing war, whatever it may be. And I'm all for people that want to come in here because they want to better their life. I do get it. I'd be the same. But how, you can't call someone, how's that? I'm out of breath, far right. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? I think that's crazy. Let's read the rest of the news. It's news time, guys, with Delisa Vanjie. Right, yeah, I'm fine. Then it says here, the Metropolitan said the protest against the use of the Islington Hotel was organised by residents under banner. Senate says to stand up to race. It's nothing about racism, in my opinion. Nothing about racism. Stand up to racism and supported by former Labour leader Jeremy Corbyn, as well as other groups, including Police said that anti-asylum hotel protest has been endorsed by groups from outside the Online groups that have voiced support for the protest include Patriots of Britain and Together for the Children. So are they for the protest? Voice support for the protest. Okay. So those have supported Together for the Children, Patriots of Britain. The Metropolitan Chief said plans were to respond to any protest activity. Oh my God! So there was a clash. They clashed with each other. I think that over there are making people feel unsafe. What do you guys think of this? Smaller group waved union flags and held banners outside the hotel. Get these scums off our streets, one man chanted in the direction of the hotel. A large group of masked protesters dressed in black chanting, "We are anti..." Don't know. What's that mean? Appeared from Sidon Street. There were brief clashes before police rushed to the separate two groups. So, refugees welcome. Stop the far right. That's what the banners have put up. Well, I hope they'll be thinking of that then when you know what I mean, when someone is not checked and it happens to their family. Do you know what I mean? Because someone is in this country with no background checks. These are bloody, Labour, definitely Labour. Oh, that's all I'm saying is, don't you think that background checks needs to be made?
There should be.
I mean, that's nothing to do about far right. That is keeping the children in this country safe. Not saying they're not safe, because not all migrants are like, we're talking about one migrant, you can't class them all the same, absolutely not. However, background checks, you know what I mean? If anyone has an opinion against it, we get called far right, we ain't want safe for our, yeah, exactly, yeah. Exactly that. And you can tell the people, look, when you go to stop the far right, you can tell them they're students. And I'll show you. These are students from a university, like the woke, the woke society. So, yeah, you can see they're from uni or whatever. So, also across the UK, there was also posts online advertising for our children for our future protest in Newcastle outside the Newbridge Hotel. Stop the Far Right in Newcastle counter-protest was organised by Stand Up to Racism and the nearby... Nothing to do with racism. They're out there off their head. Meanwhile, about 100 people attended a protest outside the Stanwell Hotel in Surrey on Friday evening, during which a packet of lit fireworks was thrown at police. Yeah, all right, listen, I agree. Close the borders, close the doors, yeah, until only legal immigrants. I just think it's overpopulated, and obviously background checks needed. We can't cope. We can't control. We can't control the borders, and I just think that I think the NHS is at its knees, and people keep saying, yeah, that's to do with lack of staff, funding, and all this. Yeah, but you need more funding the more people we have in this country. So we're struggling to cope with the amount of people in A&E. Do you know what I mean? The funding that we need. So if you need more funding, you need more funding because we have more people. So we're going to keep struggling. It's not actually helping our situation, is it? It's not helping the NHS by allowing just, people just to keep coming in. That's not helping. It's just going to keep struggling. Many unis has... what? Still notice mostly men... Yeah, well, I don't know if that's the media that shows you that, but however, yes, I do see that. And I'm not racist because I don't feel it's anything to do with colour. The government are paying to deploy all household. And it's only due to overcrowding. Yeah, and it's just on its need overcrowding. Exactly. I've been to A&E, and oh my god, it's like Piccadilly Circus. I'm like, this is, oh my god, it's in London is the worst. What the hell? And you're saying, it's funding and it's because there's not enough staff. How many more doctors do you need? Do you know what I mean? It's just crazy. You need more funding now. Yeah, 7 million just in London. That's crazy. These are people that just say let everybody in. Well, if that's going to affect you, so don't sit there and complain when it does. Because they would be the first one to complain about having to wait bloody 2 years to have an operation because there's a bloody 2-year waiting list. Yeah. Oh, that's all right, Nini. But I know. Underfunding. The NHS will go private, yeah. Yeah, and that's another thing. Why bypass France? And these woke Labour people with these little banners that's nothing about racism and stop the far right. We're not far right. What are you talking about, man? Get off your little bloody your woke pedestal there. That's crazy. And let them all in. Okay, let's just leave the borders open. Let's let everybody in, because you'll be the first one to complain. First one when your schools are overcrowded, when there's a virus that hits this country and it's bloody spreading like wildfire because we're on top of each other, when they start destroying parks because they need to build more houses, when they need to bloody take beaches away. Oh, I don't know if you can take a beach away, but when they start building on your view that you're looking at because they haven't got enough room to house people. When you're born here and you can't get a place because they've given it to someone that's come here with children, they'll be the first one to complain. First one to complain. You know what I mean? Let's just leave the borders open. They're thick. Absolutely thick. They've got no sense. Let everybody come in here. Yeah? You got to, enough's enough now. Country's full. Bring on. If any town in every protesting. I'm sorry, this is our country. We pay tax and we want safe country and kids. Yeah, and don't forget, a lot of the people is in this country, but however, we don't want to double to the problem, And listen, I'm all for legal immigrants, that refugees, absolutely. Genuine refugees, yes. But don't bypass France. France is the first country that, they could be in. Saying the same thing about boat people, nothing being done. Get your coat, we will go to patrol the borders. But people need to realise a migrant can be white, Chinese, black. It's nothing. Race is colour. So how is that to do with racism? I don't understand. Can someone please get in the box and explain to me? Because I'd like to know. 1 sec. Yeah. So, they call it bigotry. Oh, God. I don't think this woman knows she's in the box. But if anyone would like to explain and don't agree with me, you can get into the box. I have 30 service users a day and 8%. So let me see. Both work full time and can't afford to buy their own home. Yeah, it's crazy. Racism. The only thing isn't only people of colour, and it's different ethnicity. Well, okay, yeah, but it's nothing to do with racism. It's nothing. I'm not looking at that person and thinking, oh, they're from that country or they're from that country. I don't give a shit where they're from. Do you know what I mean? But I think it's very I think people need to be also careful, right? That it doesn't become a hate, kind of a hatred towards migrants. Migrants, they're illegal migrants. Do you know what I mean? Or innocent people. And that's what I think the danger is here, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? With all these protests. Because, you don't want to come across that you are being racist in any way, which is, I don't think, listen, I don't care where you're from. It already is. Yeah, but I think it's just people that's had enough. They've had enough. I mean, these protests, it's legal. Anyone can go and do a protest. But I think people need to be careful, I think, also, because you don't want violence towards people.
Yeah, there's been loads of Palestine, hasn't there? Like, what do you call her? What did you just say, that word?
Palestine, what?
What did you say, that word? Like, what was that word you just used?
I don't know, hatred?
No. When they go out and do the marches.
Protest.
Yeah, so there's been loads of Palestine protests, hasn't there? And lately I've seen a few Israel protests. I'm like, oh, that's going to cause some trouble.
Oh, yeah, but they've always been protesting, I think, both the Israel and Palestine, haven't they?
I've never seen Israel protests throughout it all. I've only seen Palestine.
We have Jewish and Muslim mixed in my community, and we have enough. Even the migrants in this country are saying no more. Can you believe it? Yeah, they're even saying we've had enough. Yeah. Yeah, my dad's friend, he was Muslim, and his family, came to this country and things, and him and his family were saying the same thing. Stop, no more. It's not
Hey, Angie.
about not wanting to live in an overpopulated country. Hello.
Hiya. I don't do boxes or nothing like that. I'm from Newcastle, and we went on a march a while back, and we were segregated. I mean, bearing in mind I'm 52, I'm not one of these little terrorists, and it was disgusting. The police were pushing anybody that was against the Palestinians and supporters. Then were all masked up. Even old people were getting moved. It was disgusting. And if we said anything, even with the Union Jack flags, etc., we were being called that we were far right, and it's just by out of order.
Yeah, I don't think far right. No, I don't care where you're from. All I'm saying is that we live in an overpopulated country, and we need to have background checks and to protect, the people that live in this country.
Well, that's it. I mean, it's not just that. Even in the courts, certain person with the courts for a charge, and beforehand there was a grooming gang. Them actually walked free.
Oh, really?
And that's just no bollocks. Sorry for my French. And it's just absolutely disgusting. It's not safe for our kids. I've got grandkids, and I'm terrified for them. My grandson, he's got autism, and I just don't even want to think what it's going to be like when them get older.
Yeah, it's quite scary what's going on. All these protests and things. I didn't even know it was all going on.
The protest, it's a load of shite. Sorry for saying that. If you go and protest, you've got to stand still. It was in the big market in Newcastle, and we had to stand still. Couldn't move, couldn't go anywhere. But the opponents like that come down. I mean, we weren't there to fight or argue anything like that. Can't be bothered with that. But it was like them were coming into like where everybody was at the bottom, and nothing was happening. And it was bang out of order. They had masks on, they were throwing stuff and everything. And there's loads of elderly that go
You
to
know
town.
what really made my blood boil a little bit, actually, I've got to say, is when there was the protest outside the hotel, and the migrants in the hotel were waving and blowing kisses.
Oh,
I think that would make your blood boil, because, listen, have a bit of respect, you know what I mean? However, we understand there's a protest going on, but it's like kind of up yours, kind of just makes you mad, doesn't it?
It's a load of bollocks. We went to Blackpool just for a one-off, and there was people booked in to go into, it was called the Metropole Hotel, and literally they pulled up to go into this hotel and paid to stay there, and they were told they couldn't go in because it had been closed to the public, and they dropped all like migrants in. There was carrier bags of rubbish outside and everything, and then actually got moved.
Yeah.
That's true.
Someone said Ireland's doing the right thing. Everyone should do the same. What's that with Ireland?
Oh, seriously, if I lived near the borders and everything, I'd be down there shit hot, as old as I am.
Oh, were they actually standing at the border?
They were stopping the buses coming through. There was literally bus loads coming, and they were standing there, stopping them from getting in, protecting their kids, their women.
Did you see that thing that had been spray painted outside someone's house as well? Something like
It was on the bloke's business.
British kids go first or something.
I swear to God, anybody said that to me,
I'm actually annoyed now thinking about it. This is what happens. It makes your blood boil, because you're right with what someone just put in the comments. And I said this before, the veterans are sleeping on the street.
Oh, exactly.
And these people are coming into this country getting hotels.
It's not just that. Our old age pensioners, like my mother, she's nearly 78, no cold weather payments, nothing like that. She's worked all her life. I mean, what's the crack about that?
Can't they sleep on the street? Why do we have to I suppose we need to know where they are then.
Because they come in, they get rid of all the documents, they go underground, and they don't check them, and then you get all these people saying, "Oh, let them in, let them in." I let them in your house. You feed them, you look after them.
How the hell can I ask you a stupid question? How the hell did Labour get into party? Did we vote them?
Well, it's bollocks. If you vote, it doesn't mean jack shit. It's already sorted out before anybody.
I can't remember how Starmer got in. How did he get in? Does he remember?
Probably paid his way.
We were in Labour, weren't we? We were under Labour.
So
how did he get in? Did we vote him? I can't remember.
I mean, if anything, I'll be voting for like reform. But at the end of the day, it swings and roundabouts. They might do good, but a lot of crap on the other side. Do you know what I mean? But kids need to be safe. Our pensioners, mothers, grannies, whatever, all need to be basically protected.
Protest about those in the first place, Jojo? Was it because there were migrant came in the country and done something, right?
All our hotels and nursing homes, there's quite a few nursing homes up here being taken over.
But what I mean is, how did it all start? Was it started by a child who got attacked, right? Was it a migrant that came in here? That's how it all started, wasn't it?
And basically it just blew up from there. But then you get the idiots which come out and say like they're for the country and they just want to cause drama and smash places up, which I don't agree with at all.
Well, yeah, I think the protest of standing up what you believe in is as long as it's peaceful. Yes.
Oh, I know. But the thing is, though, it never goes like that because you get all the idiots that come up all
There's
masked up.
nothing to do with racism. When people keep saying I'm far right, I'm not far right. I don't.
God, I live in the middle with a big Jewish community. I've got a mosque at the top of my street. I've got a synagogue at the bottom. Far from it.
Yeah.
Everybody can live together and get on. But it's all these ones that's coming in without a trace of anything, causing all this drama, the grooming gangs and everything. It's bang out of order. Well, I'm going to drop because I'll get on my high horse and start and I'll get you banned. So I'll drop. And I'm not far right neither.
No.
Just save our kids, our grandkids.
Yeah.
But thanks for that there, Angie.
Absolutely. I think also in other countries, they've, maybe different laws on, do you know what I mean? When it comes to certain things, when they come to this country and they need to know the law.
Angie, you can't say nothing, no, if you say anything to the plot, they'll basically say you're being racist. And my son is not like his dad. Do you know what I mean? He's not like 100% British. But at the end of the day, it's nothing about that. It's basically what they're doing. Schools, they get paid extra. The hotels, them get makeovers, they get extra money, XYZ.
Don't come because it's 10 o'clock.
Just got it?
I thought so.
Yeah, got it, yeah.
But it's just like, it's mental. Absolutely mental. I think put women on the borders, when we're in the menopause, going through the change, we'll get shot at the frigging lot of them.
Yeah. I think people have had enough, because it's, yeah.
But our hands are tied though, because we're basically blamed as being these absolute lunatics that just want to go cause violence and disruption, which is not the case. We want voices to be heard.
Yeah. Exactly. I think they just take the piss, to be honest,
I know, it gets you mad.
I think
one
they take the piss out of it, to be fair.
The copper was moving everybody down, moving us, and he actually pushed me. I says, what you doing? Move now. I was like, no, I'm standing here. Nowhere near. And they just, oh God, it's boiling me piss. They just do me head in. It's just totally wrong.
Wow.
There's no women and children. Them are coming over to cause drama. Simple as that.
I think the government and the police and all that.
Dead space, shut your mouth.
I think the government even sees they see the British as weak. I
it is what we're
they see us as weak, and where it's other. I think other communities, they don't see that, and they they're scared. They're scared. The government's scared of other countries. They're scared of other communities. They're scared of non-British. You know what I mean? Scared.
At the end of the day, it's just we are the minority now. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
And it's just wrong. We've all worked, paid taxes. For what? Nothing. To be scared to live in your neighborhood.
People's anger's coming from as well. Like, people can barely afford to put one meal a day on the table.
Exactly.
And with working 2 jobs with a 2-parent household, where there's people out there that are coming in from not having nothing to be giving 3 meals a day, grants for help funding.
I work in retail.
And they say, they don't get it straight away, but after 3-6 months, they're on PIP, they're on benefits.
Oh, no. But one of our lot, if them try to do it, not meaning like English, whatever, but somebody legit that was after basically going on benefits for no fault of their own, you'd have to wait God knows how long. I mean, even shoplifting and stuff like that, where I work, they're coming in with trolleys and putting, like, the baby powder, filling it up with that, trying to use, like...
But Linz, I've seen your comment, but a lot of these people aren't, they're not, genuine refugees. They're just wanting a better life. Yeah? Please don't say that they're not. A lot of these people aren't fleeing war. They're not.
They're not. Definitely not.
Yeah, and that is when you, to me, a legal migrant is fleeing, asylum seekers fleeing war. Their country's not safe, so they come here.
A bloke went into one and seeing what they're being fed. As you see, our veterans are on the street, sort our homeless out. I mean, some people do choose to be homeless, which is up to them, but our veterans didn't. And there's no help for them. There's no food for them, no care for them.
Yeah, my friend, he was in the army for years. He's got PTSDs, and since he was 16, now he's 46 now with PTSD, and going to charity shops to buying his clothes. Not saying there's anything wrong with that, but however, that's where he's going. What he can afford.
It's heartbreaking
to go have a nice meal out or take to go to supermarkets. Going to charity places.
Exactly.
And people that, food banks.
I mean, our grandparents and God knows what fought for this country for what?
Yeah. PTSD, he got he's got an assistant dog. Yeah.
And it's not, the mental health as well for, like, the veterans is just non-existent because basically there's that much of a massive queue. Who's against Nazis? Millie Muncher. Not that.
The wars were against. What do you mean?
Well, Angie, I'm going to drop there, but totally get it. It's just bang out of order. We need to protect our own.
I mean, why would people want to join the army when what you're gonna get when you get out of the army?
You're right.
Nothing.
I don't know.
PTSD. The only thing you would get
in the box.
It's young.
The only thing you would get from joining the army is PTSD.
Well, but this is this, and then you're not going to get any help or support.
Yeah.
It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. But enjoy your life.
So you know what? When I said at one point, I said we should have that national service where you get forced to go to war. But why would you want to fight for this country? Actually, now thinking about it, why would anyone want to fight for this country?
Look at our youngers. I mean, my son's 38.
Yeah.
And basically, the younger generation, not all of them, they're in the mirror 24/7. What are they going to do? They'd be scared in case their hair got messed up. They wouldn't do anything. They need a phone strapped to their hand. Do you know what I
mean? Yeah. I think it's crazy.
But it's going to end up
I mean,
massive.
People say they do, they also bypass France, but I think France has got a huge problem as well.
Them get paid. They're taking the money and just passing them off because they know that we're idiots and let them in.
Yeah. See, to me, I just think it's just overpopulated and it's scary. I think it's struggling. The NHS is struggling, I think, and there's nothing to race or anything like that. It's just for me, it's overpopulated, and it's a shame. They're building on parks to build houses. That's the problem that I have, and also, like you said, the background checks is a must.
Where they get rid of it, you see them coming like on the dinghies and that. They were ripping up documents, throwing phones and everything in the water, and they're laughing.
Really?
You can see them on the telly.
Someone put in the comments that they were throwing the passports in the sea to get rid of their identity.
So they're coming into this country. Look at them ones that says that he's like 16. He's done a crime or whatever, and he's 16. And he's not. He's probably about 45. There's no trace of them, and then once they come in the country, they just go underground. And you're knackered, but had phones and everything. You could see them physically laughing to the cameras. It's crazy.
That is. Bloody hell. That's a piss take, isn't it?
I know, exactly. And if we done it, it'd be hello.
So all these people, these are like, with these little banners and stuff and saying that far right and all this. That these people they're pretending to be 18, 15, whatever. They're like 30, aren't they?
Oh, 1,000,000%.
So they're quite happy for grown men to come to this country. No women, no children, but these grown men.
Oh, they're doing dental tests now. Well, that's good, because half of them say that they're just bits of pens and they're not the fully grown adults.
Hmm.
And that's scary. Like, whoa, nah. But anyway, thanks for me little rant. Sorry for anybody,
Thank you, Jojo.
but I'm not far right. But keep our kids safe. Thank you. Bye.
All right, see you later.
Bye.
If anyone does disagree and have their own opinion, you are welcome to get into the box. Like I said, it's nothing but racism and all that crap. I don't care where anyone's from. To me, it's just this NHS is struggling. Background checks is needed. Why are grown men coming in? No women, no children. So there's a lot of things. This country does crime on you too. They are building an army. Do you think so, Susan? The way you're talking about it, I feel like I'm in bloody Independence Day. It's too dangerous for women and children to do those types of journey. Yeah, but that woman said, they're throwing their passports away to hide their identity. You know what I mean? If you're fleeing war, though, Linz, that's an actual a genuine refugee, because they're fleeing war. So if you're fleeing war, you wouldn't leave your wife and your children behind. You would take them with you. You know what I mean? It's an epidemic that's been covered by the people who are. Yeah. I don't think this person knows you in the box. Would you take children on a crossing that could let them drown? Magical widow. If you are fleeing war and you're not safe in your country, you probably would. So why would you come here? And then to go back again? They would have to go back again, wouldn't they, to go and get their wife and children? How would they get them back? How would they get here then? I don't understand how they would get here then. No, I'm saying I know they're not all fleeing war, no. End of hope and glory, mother. But if anyone has a different opinion, you can get in the box. Hey, Babalusha. If they're in danger, welcoming anyone with documents. Yeah, absolutely. With documents and everything, yeah. But I also think you've got France. Why bypass France? Do we think our governor bringing men over just in case we go to war? I don't know. Yeah. My brother's in the army and they all think that they are coming here to destroy us from within. Oh. No, I don't think it's that. When you flee war, you take your wife. When you go to war, yeah, exactly. You don't leave your wife and children in a country you'd risk it, wouldn't you, I think. We've got Linz in the box and Scouse Queen. Hey, Linz.
Hello. Yeah, what I'm trying to say is a lot of the men do leave
You're not
the
going to
home
make me
countries.
mad, are you, Linz?
I'm just going to drop when you do, so I get pissed off.
No, I'm only joking.
No, like what I'm trying to say is there's a lot of them that are not actually fleeing active war. So for example, the likes of Syria, there's a lot of civil unrest there. The Assad regime got took down, but now there's a lot of militant groups that are going around unaliving and doing really disgusting things to other people. And these men are forced to join them and do the unspeakable. Because when the Assad regime fell, they went into one of the prisons, and there was these torturing things and these crushes where they would just put you know, like anyone that disagreed with the government. And they were forcing like these like men to like join like the Assad army, and obviously a lot of them fled that because they were literally like just doing like disgusting things and unaliving people. So a lot of people did flee that type of stuff. So it's not exactly wars where they're like boom booming each other. It's like the civil unrest within the country where they do flee and they do come to Europe. They do like work and they'll send money back to the families because there's no work and there's no money there. Which, what happens? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
but I
just one quick thing, Ange, because I'm gonna drop and falling asleep.
Yeah.
This is just to give you food for thought, and people mightn't agree with this, and they mightn't see where I'm coming from. But just I've thought this for a few years now. What I think is, with it being all men and no women and children, I think there's going to be a war. Our men are going to be sent to fight overseas, and that we're going to be fucked then.
Full of shit. There's going to be no wars. Like, literally, we're not in an active war at the moment. What we
Not
do
at
is
the moment, we're not, Lynn, but that's
So who
not
we're
to
going to
say
go to
that
war with?
we don't have to go to war with
That's what I'm saying.
someone.
We fund
Our
other
men,
people to do wars.
our men get sent to fight for other countries as well.
But who they're going to, like, the last proper war we were in was in Afghanistan and Iraq. Now look what happened in Iraq. We were told that there was weapons of mass destruction. All these British and American soldiers were unalive for nothing, when all it was Bush just wanted a bit of oil. So that was just a pointless war. And
Tony
look
Blair
at
was as much to blame as Bush for
I
over
know,
that.
that's what I'm saying, that they're calling for them to get done for war crimes, because loads of people lost their lives for nothing, and even like 1 million Iraqis lost their lives as well. So it's just pointless. It's a government that we need to get onto.
See, some people are saying, oh, it's Labour that's caused this, but this has been going on for years.
Carly,
When
yes,
we
we
had-
are helping with wars. We're funding Israel. Look what Israel's doing. We fund other countries. We don't actually physically go and fight. We just fund them.
But when it comes to government, I think the two wings of the same bird. Now, I was a lifelong Labour voter, and my dad used to make sure of it. He used to, every time, you know, there was an election, my dad would say, get round, vote. And I haven't voted for years now, because do you really think something as important as that they would give us the choice of who we want in, when you think about it? So I just think they're both two wings of the same bird. I don't think it matters which government is in. It's going to be the same, because all Keir Starmer is a Tory in a red tie.
Yeah. I think it all started though with Tony Blair.
If you look what happened in Afghanistan, right? The whole point of them going to Afghanistan was to wipe out the Taliban and Al Qaeda, right? We occupied that country for over 20 years. Loads of Americans and British people lost their lives yet again. And as soon as like the Americans left, like the final base in Afghanistan, guess who's in government now? The Taliban. So we literally like fought a war for 20 odd years trying to wipe out this regime. And as soon as we left, they're in government now. So it's just pointless.
Right, so I'm gonna jump back down, Ange, because I'm falling asleep. But that's just my take on things. I do think, because, like I mentioned this the other day when we were having this debate, the lowering the age of voting down to 16, once they have got the right to vote, they can be subscripted then, and they can be signed up, you know, to go and fight in a war from the age of 16. So there's always a method in the madness, and if all our men get sent away to fight the war, we're going to be fucked. So, right, thanks for letting me up, Ange. I'll
Thank
catch
you,
you
Steph.
tomorrow.
Sent men away to fight the war. Would they have to obviously be doctor suitable first,
What do you mean? Yeah.
Eh?
like a doctor examination, like kind of thing?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, even to get in
So
the
they would
army, you've
probably
got to
only
like
have
pass a
about
medical.
I
5 or 6
reckon all
men
these
to
all
go.
these men all these men will be mental health. Fight
Mental health, drug, alcohol, the lot they'll be signing up.
Yeah, because before you even like sign up on the thingy, you've got to pass loads of medical tests before you even like start your training,
Oh,
didn't
God help us, the men, the men like TikTok and like we have on TikTok.
you? Half of them will be on PIP anyways.
Yes, and yes, they couldn't fight other men. I knew women, men.
People that can join more, that's it. All the rest failed the medical.
Could you imagine there, Luke, the judge, and that?
I think when I watched, what did I watch? I think Black Hawk Down. Have you seen that?
Nah, nah,
Was that
no,
true
no.
story? That was quite shocking. Yeah.
I like Behind Enemy Lines. Me, that's a good movie, Ange.
No, the best war, because I'm not a war kind of person, but the best one is Lone Survivor. Brilliant. Marky Mark, I don't know if you know who that is, but brilliant. If you want a good film, guys, it's not like the typical war film that you get. Brilliant. Lone Survivor.
Some of these comments, they only know how to fight the keypads. AB sat in his bedroom eating shit, can't get down the stairs, never long.
Yeah, well, I'm glad I won't be called for war. Yeah, I'm too screwed in the head. Too old and too screwed. Oh my God. Yeah, but can you imagine we did have national service?
Would definitely be fucked.
I think it'd be very sad, though. I mean, these days, I think because kids these days are too soft in the head. They've never seen a bloody, a body, let alone a bloody having to unalive someone. You know what I mean? I think it would be quite traumatizing. For an 18 is still a child, isn't it? I
Yeah,
think back then it was, they had national service. I think, men were different. I say men, they're not even men, children really, 18. You're young, innit? Still a child. Back then I think they were a lot stronger. No offense to now, but they were a lot stronger back then. It was just,
yeah.
it
Well,
was.
Angie, look at
These
our like
days, to your kids here on bloody, the gaming and,
the thing is, Angie, because we're like taught like you need to come across as soft parent, you need to be nice, you need to sit them down and say
Yeah,
why you're being a little shit for.
yeah,
Like
Us telling our kids they've got to go to war and you might have to eat a cold can of beans. Oh,
yeah. The kids these days aren't like the kids back then. Because
yeah,
back then, I
exactly.
think you had to do chores. You didn't have what you have now, electric blankets and what the gaming system, all of that kind of stuff. They didn't have all that. You know what I mean? Back then, things were tougher. But it probably wasn't tougher. It was just what you're used to, I suppose. But these days, kids have it so cushy. They're so easy, and they're so used to it. So kids going to war now, oh God, they wouldn't survive.
Definitely not.
You
Like
know.
even prisons, like they're just like a little holiday camp. Do you know what I mean? Like
Yeah, exactly. I'd be traumatized, terrified. Well, it'd be a terrifying experience. I mean, I say about get national service back. I mean, send them all to bloody war. But however, will be quite sad, really, to have someone that doesn't want to go to war be forced to go to war.
yeah.
Yeah. I'm sorry, my son's 13. He's out fishing now. What at this time? At 10:30 at night.
go fishing.
A lot of people go night fishing,
Oh,
Angie.
he's now on a boat and he go hunting. He goes hunting. No, I don't like hunting.
No.
No, that's not. Sorry, I know he's only a child, 13. That does not make a child a man. Sorry, to hunt innocent animals. Absolutely not.
No.
No,
Good.
no, sorry.
Who are rabbits and
These
deers?
people
Like
for the birds walk, I'll drop them. Jodie, Claire, are you there? Jodie Brown.
Someone put hunting is all good.
yeah. Fuck the humans.
I know, I don't like hunting. No, hunting, you can't hunt in this country, can you? I know, don't tell
Yeah,
me.
like
Oh, no. Oh, la, 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 la. Free the rabbits. He said he's on a boat, so I guess that means fishing. Yeah, well, hunting.
no, she said he goes hunting as well as fishing.
Yeah. He does more than the men on the safari, yeah, trust me. Yeah. But I'm just saying, a lot of kids these days are on their bloody gaming machine and all that. They wouldn't even know how to bloody, do you know what I mean?
See, like my son Ange, like he's literally one of those that needs to be outside. And like sometimes I think, hey, can you just play on the Xbox for 1 hour, give us some peace? He's at his outside friggin' doing a bloody little fire thing and everything, burning wood. I stink of smoke.
And he's on his own account.
No, it annoys me though. Bloody hell, man! What is it? He just sits there just clout chasing. He doesn't even speak. What is it, Matt?
Guys, can I get a couple of follows?
No, Matt.
And
Bloody hell.
Let's leave this conversation, Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
He's in Scouts Willow.
Listen, I don't think there's going to be a war because I don't think we'd allow it because we're too small. We'll be. Oh, sorry.
Angie, like we're like
dust, ashes to ashes.
there's never going to be a war. We're protected by the US. Like
I think also our airspace is very protected, so no one could get here from. I think the sleepers, what they call them as the sleepers, are the dangers in our country. You know, the people that on foot, you know, that we don't know that are here. I think they're this, you know what I mean?
Wow, we're not going to believe
That's too. What's that noise?
Miss Nell doesn't know she's in the box.
Oh God. So the war will come from within. Yeah, so it's from within, like, you know, sleepers as they call them. But apart from, you know, they can't come up in the sky because that's quite protected, isn't it? So
Yeah. Luckily we are like an island, so even if there was a missile coming over, it'd be detected and like intercepted before it even comes into like our country, you know what I mean?
Someone is, but can you imagine boring on the front line? No. I volunteer that he does go and is on the front line.
Yeah, send him without any
He
weapons
might
as
come
well.
back he might man up a bit, you know what I mean? No, I'm gonna open my phone tomorrow. Oh, I can open it now, yeah.
And I thought you were supposed to have been getting that phone like 2 days ago or something.
Yeah, I didn't hear it, and it's a second delivery. Babalusha, you alright? Why are you doing that with your bottom? He's doing weird things. He's going. Oh, I've got to hear it. But what was I saying? But yeah, like I said, Linz, to you. I'm going to do this thing. Yeah, I can't do this.
Me.
Oh, the stupid pattern. E. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, do you think all these protests are going to get worse? Because I'd not heard of them, to be honest. I didn't know they were still continuing.
I don't think they're going to get worse. I think there was one in Newcastle as well today. I should have went and come in your box, Ange.
You know what? I'm all for a peaceful protest, you know, but you know, not when it's violence, and because you know a lot of these migrants that are here, you know, they're probably innocent people. Do you know what I mean?
The thing is, Ange, like, fair enough if you want to do a protest, but I think it really lets the British people down, you know, and they're sitting there necking the bottles of the cans of Stella, and then they're throwing like stuff at like it's just looking as though like we are bad people. Do you know what I mean? So I think if they don't like peaceful, normal protest, then fair enough. I get your point. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Ange, if there's one in Sunderland, do you want me to go and I'll come in your box like last year?
Huh?
Do you want us to, you know, if there's a
protest
in Sunderland?
Yeah, it could do. But I think
Well,
people need to remember that
calling people up, if they start calling people up for their protest, I'm going to be at home spreading the STRs with all the.
Bloody hell, Matt! Shut up.
I was going to say, would you offer yourself up for
No. What the fuck? I'll be at home, like, you know. Because I know the women will be at home, you see. So I'll just be like,
what I was going to say
your
is
man's out. Let's have some STI fun.
it's also very important to you know that because you don't want it to be like hate on the migrants that are in the country. Do you know what I mean? And that's, I think, people need to be careful of. Do you know what I mean? Because they are innocent people. You know, it's the government is your argument with. Because if I was them, I'd probably do the same thing. Do you know what I mean? And that's also important. You know that people aren't. Do you know what I mean? That
Yeah, you can't
go
tar
around
everyone with the
attacking
same
people
brush, can
because
you?
they're migrant. They're bloody innocent people, just like you and me.
I mean, let's be honest. The men these days, it's just they won't be recruiting for war or anything.
Not entirely sure. Bragging about being a walking institute on his way to go. It's not the migrants' fault, but enough is enough with the borders. Yeah, it's not the migrants' fault, and they're innocent people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, because I think a lot of other European countries, Ange, they obviously don't put them in hotels. They've got like these camps, like it's like sort of like where they live in like sort of
Choosing to live in the
camps.
soggy
You know what
mud,
I
or you're
mean?
going to try and make it across the sea to the hotel.
So like it's like what can you do you know what I mean? I don't know. Obviously they shouldn't be putting them in 5-star hotels, fair enough, but put them in something that's a bit more cost effective.
Yeah, it's just I think people, with the veterans sleeping up rough, you know what I mean? And I think that's people's issue, isn't it? But then at the same time, I suppose maybe they need to know where they are, innit, for whatever checks. I don't know.
Yeah.
Background
This
checks
is the
need.
bit.
All I'm
This
saying is that you've got to do background checks on everyone that comes in the country.
this is the bit that I don't get. So if we're in need and we have no money and we're struggling, they tell us to go to the food bank. We go to the food bank. We'll get pasta, rice, tinned tuna, and corned beef. But they get luxury free meals a day. That is bad, ain't it? Like, shouldn't they get a food bank box? Like, we
Because
get a food bank box.
I know, but you've got to think like in the hotels, like they don't. Some of them, majority of the rooms don't have kitchens and stuff. I know they use like outside catering companies to feed them. They don't use they're not getting like these 5-star like breakfasts and that like you do when you do pay for a 5-star hotel. Because a lot of obviously the hotel staff were kicking off because a few of them got let off because they were bringing the catering companies in to feed them so they could be like cheaper on the taxpayers. So they're not getting like
That's
luxury like
why they
5-star
should have
hotel
a
food,
hotel
Diana.
with a kitchen that they can use, because
Yeah, I think it just depends on which
that has got to be
hotels they end up
costly.
in.
What I saw on the table looked like it could have fed about 50 people.
What?
Yeah, they had takeaways. They had about 10 different takeaways on the table.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, burgers, pizza, chicken.
That's crazy.
That's what I don't think's fair. Look, if we're struggling, we have to live on a food bank box. But if they're struggling, they get luxury.
Yeah.
We're lucky if we get real branded Weetabix.
Yeah, but it's not their fault, is it? It's the government.
It's like, yeah, it's just causing like a divide because obviously, yeah, there's outrage on like both sides, but it's the government. It's like I think the government just like do a lot of things to cause a divide and for people to kick off.
Better
You know what I
start
mean?
converting your lofts then, don't you?
Places where they could save money and they're not thinking properly, and then it's making it seem really expensive when it could be a whole lot cheaper.
They don't get private
I've got my new
healthcare.
phone, guys. You want to see it?
Is it low? Oh, it's nice.
Pink.
Get a phone case, Ange, will you?
I didn't see.
Pink.
Oh, nice.
Get a tempered glass screen as well, Ange, to put on the front, so if you drop it, the screen doesn't crack.
Mum.
Did your viewers pay for that?
Pay off. Shut up, Matt. The hell? I'm gonna get a case for it as well. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Are you going to be Team iPhone now, Ange?
Huh?
Are you like going on the side of Team iPhone now?
Well, because I have to do the dual camera and you can do it on the phone, innit?
Yeah, I'll give you another
Yeah, it's a
6
lot
months if you're
bigger. It's a lot
Samsung.
big. Oh, it's a lot bigger, yeah. So I'll probably use this phone for my WhatsApp. But although I do like this phone, I've got all these devices.
And you've got more devices than a drug dealer.
Get one number for TikTok so you can turn it off whenever you like, and then have one number for
I
personal
think
for
it's a
like your
dual
mum,
SIM
your
anyway, isn't
sister,
it?
and
Because
things like
this
that, and doctors.
Samsung's dual SIM.
Yeah?
I think it's dual SIM, is it? iPhone.
Yeah, should I just use this as my phone, I think? Because I prefer than my iPhone, to be honest with you.
Because my WhatsApp's different to my number.
Mm.
What are you saying?
He's basically saying that his WhatsApp number is different than his actual SIM card number.
Yeah, I don't know what phone I'm going to use. I might just use this phone as my... Yeah. I've got all my accounts on here as well.
Yeah, don't fucking log yourself out of your accounts, Ange.
Yeah. I'm just wondering what phone I'm going to use.
Hey, it's a hard life, Ange. Wondering which device to use.
Whole Samsung or iPhone. It's definitely Samsung all the way.
Nah, iPhone for me.
I wonder if I need to charge it up. Let's turn it on, shall we? It's on. Woohoo!
Make sure you wrote
I love
down
getting a
all
new
the
phone.
passwords and stuff. Are you starting fresh with this phone? Are you going to do a new TikTok account on it and not put any other accounts on it?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah. That's what you should have
Think
done with your
wise, Ange.
agency
Don't
one,
just
Ange.
jump into putting anything on there.
Oh, I'll have to put this account on here because this is the account I've been using. This one here.
Yeah, but you can use this account on this phone. You could open a new account on your new phone and come live on it
Yeah,
and
I've
get
got a
everything.
Delusive Angie 4E account, but then it got banned just the other day.
Yeah, you should have used
Ask
that.
her to make you a new one so it's fresh
Yeah,
again,
you
and then put
should
it on
use a
that
new
account.
one for your
No, because it
an agency
goes
one.
through there. It goes too much hassle. Yeah, I've got to start it up. It's charge English, United Kingdom.
Angie, have you actually got like an Apple account?
No.
She said to put the agency account on the new phone.
What the crap? Somebody crashed.
Oh, for fuck's sake, I'm going.
Oh, no, it hasn't.
I hate it when Angie's trying to set something up with drives us mad.
Appearance. Show how would you like how would you like text an icon. Oh, I prefer this phone is better than this one. Yeah. Choose how you would like text and icons to look on your phone. Let me see.
Because Angie, if you create an Apple account, so even if that phone breaks, so when you get a new iPhone, you just log in your Apple account and you've just got everything on your phone as if you haven't had a new phone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ange, will you have Pearl as your screensaver?
Who?
Pearl.
What?
Pearl is your screensaver.
So you have to use the same Wi-Fi. No, but I don't need Wi-Fi, do I?
Ange, did you have a tracker on your last phone?
You'll need a SIM card in it, Ange. You'll have to connect to Wi-Fi.
No, I was going to use Wi-Fi on this one.
Yeah.
And have my other phone for calls. Yeah, but this one's my Wi-Fi phone. Because I don't want people calling me on this phone when I'm live.
Nah, bullshit is stolen.
Tracker on one, so you'll be always able to find that one.
So I just I'll do my password. I've got to put my password in. Okay, do it now. It's downstairs. I will be back.
Do you know, I stupidly washed my hair and then went outside having a fire. Now I stink. I know, I'm gonna go in a minute actually.
Portland.
No, my son wanted like a little, because I got this little fire pit thing, like a portable one, like didn't even ask, like, and then I put like some wood on, it wouldn't burn, so I had to get some white spirit out the garage to pour on the wood to set the fire. But then it just kept on going out, and then there was like loads of smoke, and I just stink of smoke. So I didn't even know how. We wanted to do marshmallows, but obviously I couldn't because there was just too much smoke, and it was a bit dangerous. So
Yeah,
I don't
I don't think it's
do I
white
get some
spirits that
coal?
you put on it. I think it's gasoline. Got
White spirits is just as flammable.
no,
So it
I
went
don't,
right up.
yeah, but it went straight out as well, didn't it?
Oh, so what do you put on? Light the
Yeah,
fluid.
lighter fluid,
Does that keep
gasoline.
it like a light though? Because it was just going straight out.
Yeah, it keeps it alight.
I'll have to get
Or you
that.
can buy
Can I
them
use coal?
brick burners. Yeah, but you need gasoline to light the coal. You pour it on the coal and light it.
Or can I not just use
You can't
white
just light
spirit?
coal and it will. No.
If you use
Yeah, it does burn off quickly. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what
and white
happened.
spirits is toxic.
I told him to stand right back on the other end of the garden while I was breathing all the toxic fumes in.
no, if you use aftershave, it's untraceable.
I was using paper, but then it was just burning straight out. So I was just putting like white spirit on, then it was just going up. Then I found some like dead leaves, so I was like putting them on, then it was just going. No, the twigs and paper just burnt out straight away though, Craig. Like it was just doing me head in. So I was like, we're never going to be able to do the marshmallows. I'll have to do it tomorrow.
We tried to start a barbecue off before by just the bare coals. And we was like, it'll be alright, we'll shove some paper in. We've done that, what you done as well, put the white spirit in, it just kept going out, it weren't doing nothing.
I know, like, but when you put paper in the leaves, the smoke's just unbelievable. Like, even my next door neighbours were like slamming the windows shut, like fuming, because it was stinking.
Loads of black
And
smoke.
they've been sweating in the bedroom and that, like, the smoke. Because
What
even when
time did you
I come
start as
upstairs,
well?
I was like, oh, it was about now. It was just before I come in there, like, just before I come in the box, I'd just come in, so I was out for about an hour and a half. Just
Oh yeah,
done.
that would have been alright. Because you're not allowed to burn nothing, are you, till after 6 o'clock, is it?
You know, it was
No,
about
you're
9
not.
o'clock I was doing it.
No, but
It
seriously,
was
if you use
6 alright.
aftershave, it's untraceable.
And it smells nice.
It's bad, like. Even my upstairs is stinking because I didn't like to think to shut my windows. I were pop slamming the windows shut, fuming.
Oh, I hate it when someone's having a fire and all of a sudden you're just sitting there and smell it, and when they've burnt plastic or something, you're like, why?
Well, isn't that when they're having a fucking barbecue and that late at night? He said didn't cause it. Well, saying that they didn't cause that much smoke when they have the barbecue, I suppose.
Do you know what I've done before? We had a barbecue, one of them throwaway barbecues, and I don't even know if I've told this story before, but normally we would put water on it, but the last time that I'd done it, it all like leaked loads of black stuff from the coal. So I thought I ain't doing that again, and I just left it, and because I'd left it a few hours, I thought it had gone out. So I went and put it in the bin. And then about an hour later, I was on the phone to my friend, and I was like, them kids have done a fire in the bin again. She was like, ain't you just put your barbecue in there? It's only me, I'd put my barbecue in there and set the bin on fire.
Why did you not just leave it till the next day, you burk? You meant
So I was
to,
I was
you meant to just
OCD
let
and
it burn
wanted
out.
it all cleaned up.
Oh, fucking hell.
And all the, do you know, like the deodorants and that was all going bang, bang, bang. I turned all my lights off and hid.
Fire, like, it's
I
serious
did.
fire. It could have caught on next door's house, you'd taste. Jesus Christ, I thought I was daft doing
But
that with my fire tonight. At least it was in the middle of the, like, me big back garden.
I wouldn't have even realised, Lindsay, if my friend weren't on the phone. I would have carried on blaming the youth. I was like, them naughty youth. They don't give it a rest.
I feel sick of this smell, like.
A family on my street almost unalived as they decided to have a barbecue in the house.
That's a bit tough. Like even I wouldn't do that.
There is them new electric George Foreman's the one now, George Foreman ones, and the Ninja ones where they say that you can have a barbecue inside.
No, like say, like my son, like actually, like likes to see the fire. You know, like all the drama of it all and that. Like he likes the camp out type of stuff, scenery.
I got
It's like
kicked out and
that.
needed to put my age on. What the hell, TikTok, chill out. Probably because Angie's your live on over 18s.
I don't know why.
Someone just got kicked out and had to put their age in.
Oh, it might be then, yeah.
So has anyone like these new rules what everyone was being dramatic about? Like, is like anything even like changed? Because people are still obviously camping and doing all that stuff. Nothing seems to have changed.
I think everyone's been safe so far.
Tell you what, Ange, I'm not getting bananaed as much. I'm getting me warnings and stuff, but not as bad as before. Touch wood.
Have you changed your internet?
No, I actually, when I come off TikTok for a bit, I deactivated this TikTok for about a month and a bit, and it's just like brand new.
There you go. Told you it'd work.
Oh,
Phone number?
I had to get a VPN. I'm not letting me scan my face. What? I'm not letting them scan my face.
No messages.
I don't know if it affected Canadian Angie because she come onto the English side leaderboard. So I don't know if she started using a VPN.
yeah, but Carl Price, there's no point in having it. What's the point? Like the whole point of having a barbecue is to go outside. Do you know what I mean? If that's the case, you might as well just put on your freaking grill on your oven. Well, you boring bastard, I'm gonna go because I'm gonna have to change these clothes because I stink.
Yeah, I'm going to come off now anyway, go to bed.
It's the worst. It
Right.
smells your hair as well, Linz.
I know, I've just washed my fucking hair as well.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Bye.
But just remember, if you use aftershave, it's untraceable. So for all the fire starters out there, it's untraceable. Just
don't use your best. It's quite expensive stuff.
Right. I'm off to bed now as well.
Good night, Ange.
Night, everybody. Night.